What if the man who once held Amy Fleming's heart, the man whose love defined so much of Heartland's journey, suddenly returned in season 19? Fans have waited, hoped, and speculated, and now whispers of Ty Borden's comeback have grown, louder than ever. Could Heartland really be preparing for the most shocking twist in its history? Season 19 of Heartland is already shaping up to be one of the most highly anticipated chapters of the series. For years, Amy Fleming's story has revolved around her resilience, her healing, and her ability to move forward after Ty Borden's heartbreaking departure. His absence left not only Amy but the entire Heartland family and millions of viewers worldwide grappling with the void of a character who had been central to the show's soul. And yet, as rumors swirl about a possible return, the excitement has never been greater. Could the writers truly be setting the stage for Ty's reappearance? Or is this simply another chapter of longing and speculation designed to keep fans guessing? At the heart of this possibility lies Amy herself. Over the last few seasons, we have witnessed her rebuild her life with quiet strength. She's poured her energy into raising her daughter Lindy, managing the Heartland Ranch, and rediscovering her own independence. Amy has emerged not only as a strong mother, but also as a symbol of resilience, proving to fans that even the deepest wounds can be healed. But healing is not the same as forgetting. Ty's presence, whether in memories, in conversations, or in the silent pauses of Amy's journey, has never truly faded. That lingering connection is what makes the possibility of his return so powerful and so dangerous. The speculation around Ty's reappearance has been fueled by several hints. Some insiders have suggested that Graham Wardle, the actor who portrayed Ty, has been in quiet talks with producers. Others believe that the writers have deliberately left narrative doors open for his character. After all, Ty's story did not end with the sense of closure that fans expected. Instead, it ended abruptly, leaving questions that continue to haunt viewers. Could season 19 be the moment when those questions finally get answered? But a return for Ty would not be without complications. For Amy, the emotional impact would be nothing short of earth-shattering. She has begun to open her heart to Nathan, exploring the possibility of love again after years of carrying her grief. If Ty were to walk back into her life, every step of her healing process would be challenged. Would she choose to embrace the man who once was her everything, or would she remain committed to the new life she has been building? The emotional stakes could not be higher. And let's not forget Lindy. As Amy's daughter grows older, her curiosity about her father has only deepened. For her, Ty is not just a memory. He is a mystery. The potential of Ty's return could finally give Lindy the answers she has longed for, but it could also confuse her world in ways she may not be ready to face. The writers of Heartland have always excelled at weaving family dynamics into the story, and the inclusion of Lindy in this possible reunion would no doubt add layers of warmth, heartbreak, and unforgettable moments. Beyond Amy and Lindy, the entire Heartland family would be shaken by Ty's reappearance. Jack, who saw Ty as a son, would be forced to confront his own emotions. Lou, who has been Amy's anchor, would question how best to support her sister through such a turbulent time. Even new characters introduced in season 19 could find their stories forever altered by Ty's shadow returning to the ranch. Heartland has always been about more than just one person. It's about how every bond, every choice ripples through generations. And so, the question remains, is Ty truly returning? Or are these only tantalizing rumors meant to stir the hearts of fans? While no official confirmation has yet been released, the fact that discussions around Ty have intensified suggests that something significant may be on the horizon. Whether it's a brief flashback, a symbolic appearance, or a full-scale return, Season 19 may finally give fans the Ty Borden storyline they've been craving. One thing is certain, the emotional core of Heartland has always been its ability to deliver stories that feel both deeply personal and universally relatable. By hinting at Ty's return, the show taps into its strongest themes: love, loss, and the possibility of second chances. And that, more than anything else, is what keeps fans holding on season after season. If Ty Borden were to return in season 19, the ripple effects on Amy's personal life would be immediate and dramatic. Over the past few years, we've watched Amy carefully rebuild her world after his loss. For so long, she carried the weight of grief in silence, but gradually, she allowed herself to believe in new beginnings. That belief has recently started to take shape in her growing bond with Nathan. Though cautious and hesitant at first, Amy has opened herself to the idea that love might be possible again. Her connection with Nathan has been portrayed as gentle and hopeful, a reminder that life does not end with heartbreak, but can continue to blossom in unexpected ways. But if Ty were to suddenly reappear, Amy would find herself standing at the most difficult crossroads of her life. On one side, there is Nathan, representing stability, kindness, and the promise of a future free from the shadows of the past. On the other side stands Ty, the man who once defined her heart, her partner in every struggle, and the father of her child. The very presence of Ty would shake Amy's foundations, forcing her to question whether her love for Nathan is truly strong enough to withstand the pull of the past. And even more painfully, she would need to confront the possibility that she had moved forward too quickly, or that her heart still belongs in some quiet corner to Ty. This is not simply a matter of romance, it is a matter of identity. Who is Amy Fleming without Ty Borden, and who has she become in his absence? Heartland has always been masterful at showing how love stories are not just about affection, but about growth, sacrifice, and resilience. Season 19 could explore these questions in depth, challenging Amy to define what love truly means to her, after everything she has endured. At the same time, Lindy's role in this possible storyline cannot be underestimated. For Lindy, her father has always been more of a legend than a memory. She has grown up hearing stories, seeing pictures, and sensing her mother's unspoken grief. But as she matures, Lindy's curiosity about Ty has turned into deeper questions. Questions that Amy has sometimes struggled to answer. What kind of man was her father? Why did he leave? And most importantly, would he be proud of her? The potential return of Ty would bring all of these questions to the forefront. Imagine the emotional weight of Lindy finally meeting the man she has dreamed of, only to find that he is not just a story, but flesh and blood. For Amy, this could be both a gift and a burden. She would no longer be the sole keeper of Ty's memory. Instead, she would share that role with her daughter, who might see her father in ways Amy cannot. This dynamic would open the door to some of the most powerful, heart-tugging storytelling Heartland has ever attempted. But while Amy and Lindy are at the center of this emotional storm, they are not alone. Season 19 is set to bring in new characters, and their arrival could complicate the situation even further. In recent years, Heartland has introduced new faces to keep the story fresh and relevant, and these individuals often bring secrets, conflicts, and challenges of their own. The addition of new characters could serve as both allies and obstacles in Amy's journey. Some may support her decisions, while others may sow doubts, pushing her toward choices she is not ready to make. The introduction of Nathan as a romantic interest was already a bold move by the writers, sparking mixed reactions among fans. Some welcomed the idea of Amy moving forward, while others felt it betrayed the memory of Ty. If Ty were to return now, those divisions would deepen. The presence of new characters in Season 19 could act as catalysts in this debate, influencing how Amy perceives her options and how the Heartland family responds to the shock of Ty's comeback. Jack, Lou, and the rest of the family would also have to navigate these shifting dynamics. Jack's protective nature might push him to caution Amy against reopening old wounds. Lou, ever the voice of reason, could urge her sister to think of Lindy first before following her heart. Meanwhile, new faces at the ranch could see Ty's return as either a miracle or a disruption, depending on their place in Amy's life. These layered perspectives would give the storyline both depth and realism, ensuring that no decision is made lightly. At its core, the potential collision between Ty's return, Amy's new relationship, Lindy's questions, and the arrival of new characters would embody everything Heartland does best. It would mix heartfelt family drama with the universal struggle of choosing between the past and the future. The suspense lies not only in whether Ty will come back, but in what his return would mean for everyone who calls Heartland home. If Season 19 dares to bring Ty Borden back, even in the smallest capacity, it would mark the single most explosive turning point in the show's history. Heartland has thrived for nearly 2 decades because it balances heartfelt moments with unpredictable twists, and Ty's reappearance would be the ultimate shockwave. The ending of this season could become more than just another conclusion. It could be a redefining chapter that alters the way fans view the entire series. For Amy, the emotional climax would come down to a devastating choice. After years of Learning to let go, she would be forced to decide whether her heart belongs to the past she thought she had lost forever, or the future she has slowly begun to embrace. The writers could set up a dramatic confrontation where Amy's feelings for Nathan collide head-on with Ty's unexpected presence. The heartbreak and tension in such a moment would be unlike anything the show has attempted before, forcing Amy to reveal the raw truth of what she truly wants and who she truly is. The possibility of forgiveness and second chances would take center stage. If Ty were to return under circumstances that reveal he had been away against his will, or that his absence was the result of something beyond his control, the story could delve into themes of redemption and reconciliation. But if his return is more mysterious, perhaps even temporary, the show could lean into bittersweet storytelling, reminding fans that love does not always end in permanence, but it always leaves a lasting mark. Either way, the ending of season 19 could echo with the powerful reminder that love, even when tested by time and tragedy, can still shape the future. And then there's Lindy. For her, Ty's return would not just reshape season 19, it would reshape her entire life. The finale could explore how a child processes the sudden arrival of a father she barely knew. Would she embrace him with open arms, seeing him as the missing piece of her identity? Or would she feel torn between the father who has returned and the man, Nathan, who has begun to occupy an important place in her mother's heart? These questions carry incredible emotional weight, and the answers could provide the most tear-jerking and unforgettable scenes Heartland has ever delivered. The broader family dynamics would also explode into the spotlight. Jack, who has carried the pain of losing Ty like a wound that never fully healed, could face one of the most emotional reckonings of his life. Lou, always protective of her sister, could demand to know how Ty's reappearance will affect Amy and Lindy's stability. Even Tim, whose relationships have always been complicated, might find himself caught between gratitude for Ty's return and concern for how it will disrupt the fragile balance Amy has created. These collisions of emotion would create a finale, filled with confrontation, healing, and possibly even reconciliation that spans generations. Meanwhile, the new characters introduced in season 19 would not simply stand on the sidelines. Their presence could serve as mirrors, reflecting the changes happening within Amy's family. Some may act as outsiders who see the situation with clarity, while others may bring their own agendas into play, raising the stakes even higher. The climax of the season could weave all of these storylines together, ensuring that Ty's return is not just about one family, but about how the entire Heartland community learns to move forward in the face of change. From a storytelling perspective, Ty's comeback would be more than just a twist. It would be a test of the show's very identity. Heartland has always been a story of resilience, family, and healing. By choosing to bring back a character whose absence shaped the show so deeply, the writers would be making a bold statement that no story is ever truly finished and no bond is ever truly broken. The ending of season 19 could leave fans on the edge of their seats, with tears in their eyes and hope in their hearts, wondering what the future will hold. In the end, whether Ty's return is permanent, temporary, or symbolic, the legacy of Heartland will be forever changed. A finale that dares to bring him back could stand as a reminder that love stories are not defined by endings, but by the journeys they take us on. And for the fans who have waited, hoped, and dreamed of this moment, season 19 could become the most unforgettable season in the entire series. So now, the question that lingers is this. If Ty Borden truly walks back into Heartland in season 19, what will it mean for Amy, for Lindy, and for every member of the family we've grown to love? Will it be the long-awaited reunion fans have dreamed of, or the kind of twist that changes everything forever? What makes this moment so powerful is not just the possibility of Ty's return, but the emotions it awakens. For nearly 2 decades, Heartland has shown us that love is never simple. Family is never perfect, and healing is never complete. And maybe that's why the thought of Ty's comeback feels so electrifying, because it forces us to ask the same questions Amy must face. Do we hold on to the past, or do we keep moving toward the future? One thing is certain. Season 19 has the potential to be remembered as the most defining chapter in the Heartland legacy. Whether Ty steps back into Amy's life or remains a memory that guides her, the story ahead promises to stir emotions, test loyalties, and remind us all why Heartland has captured hearts around the world. But now, it's your turn to weigh in. Do you believe Ty Borden is truly coming back? And if he does, should Amy give him a second chance, Or should she continue building her future with Nathan? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your predictions. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay updated with every twist and turn, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, so you never miss the latest Heartland updates. Season 19 is shaping up to be a ride filled with love, drama, and surprises, and you won't want to miss a moment. Until next time, keep the Heartland spirit alive. And remember, the story is far from over.